Actually, I want to take Lan along, if I'm honest. So, I don't think there's anything to explore here in the temple. Or is there? There is. Nice. Let's see if we can find something. Yeah, it's insane how much story this game tells. I think sometimes it's a little bit much at one point, because I think it was like not 1.5, but maybe it was over an hour of dialogue, and it's really cool and so many mysteries and cool ideas. But still,
pretty good, aren't I?
An emerald. Was a good idea to still look around.
This is my kind of work.
Which is more like randomly happening than actually an idea. But well, let's see if there are more rooms. And yeah, I think I will change Amber out and take Lan with me. My core group.
Might be trapped. Might be treasure.
Ooh. Midnight Bolt. They do look kinda like the purple stone knife we have, right? I wonder what happens if we attack a demon lord with that. So just to be prepared for that. Where are they? MDI. MDI Bolt. Let's take one. And if we have a fighter demon lord, let's use it. I think that might be smart. Ooh, some notes. Let's see if they're interesting. Let me just scan it. We'll read it. Greetings, colleague. I thank you for the selection of materials that arrived along with your last letter. Unfortunately, I'm unable to procure even the simplest specialized studies at present. Golarion's libraries are out of my reach. Oddly enough, it's currently easier for me to receive the necessary articles by contacting a like-minded individual from a different plane of reality. In our last letter, we went over the matter of resurrection those who stepped into the murky waters of the River of Souls. Evidence shows that those who have appeared before Pharasma's judgment and learned of their fate in the afterlife do not answer calls from the world of the living. They cannot be revived by any means. But is that really true? Do you think it would be possible to revive such a person, at least in theory? On another topic, there are known cases of ascension or acquiring divine form through powers that no one to this day has taken the time to study thoroughly. There are a plethora of examples in Golarion's history, such as Rodin, who led humankind to civilization, and Iomade, who followed her former mentor into the godly host. As I ponder these cases, I can't help but wonder, could this process be controlled? Could one create the right conditions, choose the right living material, and bring into being a creature of divine power? I'm certain that you have encountered similar phenomena in your practices, and would like to discuss this matter further. Perhaps you are still in possession of notes or drafts that you could shed light. Interesting. Is that by Areelu? Kinda sounds a bit similar like the thing she does with us. She's trying to make us divine? Anyway, let's level up. Flawless attack, school mastery. Level +1. Skill focus. Cast level +1 doesn't sound too bad. But we also have to choose this for one magic school. Let's go for enchantment. Enchantment. And all skill sounds nice. Even more skill bonuses. I mean, they are very low level spells, so I don't think we will use them too much. But who knows? Heroism, definitely. So many spells. Freedom of movement. I don't think it's that cool. Fourth Repentance, Oath of Peace. Ah, so many options. Animal aspect. Let's take freedom of movement and... Ooh, blindside. Let's take that one. Okay, let's do it quickly for the others. Some better claw attacks is nice. Abundant casting for Sosiel is also nice. Good shot. More dagger stuff. And let's read the other note. I think those are letters to Areelu, or the unfinished one was from Areelu, and I think this one is to Areelu. May glory be showered on your head. Your interest in the creation of demiplanes is understandable. Any individual who has reached a certain level of power seeks for themselves a safe haven, a peaceful place for study and rest. That is why I place my high hopes in your prudence. Remember that any demiplane is but a shard of one of the true planes that typically remain under the watchful eye of the powers that be. As such, I do hope that you haven't incurred the wrath of any of the powers that hold sway over the fringe you've subjugated. As for stabilization, alas, there isn't much you can do once the fragmentation and consolidation have been completed. Nonetheless, I've no doubt that you've given enough consideration to such important matters and ensured that your creation will be safe for you and your servants. Unless, of course, you're preparing an elaborate trap. Your fellow colleague, Vidrak Tukwan. Interesting. Does it really have a demiplane? Was a lab a demiplane? Probably. Lexicon of Paradox Part 2. Nice! Wow, I almost skipped that. Fascinating. I'm so happy I looked around. Just because I wanted to swap companions. Key to the last threshold. Many mortal researchers have ventured to turn their scientific curiosity on the phenomenon that is the Worldwound, noting that it appears to have a life of its own. Strange natural phenomena, spontaneously arising ruptures, unique vegetation, and living creatures found neither on Golarion nor in the Abyss. Everything is constantly in flux, appearing and disappearing at unpredictable intervals. Through this movement and alteration, if not through its order, one can detect the logical functioning of the organs of a living being. The truth is that indeed the Worldwound possesses a semblance of life, and its very structure presupposes a connection to a living soul. This line of reasoning sometimes leads me to unscientific implications. Namely, if the creation is in essence a reflection of the creator, then can we say the Worldwound is a reflection of my soul? Interesting. The Worldwound being a part of Areelu. Then why does she want to close it? Especially if it's... I mean, it seems like her grand design and... Well, she's even thinking it's a reflection of her own. Huh. The Worldwound was created and then improved, and at the same time, a being of duality was cobbled together from the essence of the Abyss and the essence of a mortal soul. Normally, this process requires an essence taken from a creature with a strength comparable to that of an Imperial or Abyssal Lord, but there are ways to circumvent this requirement, in particular through the use of the Nehindian Crystal's rare power. In this section, I refer to this being as the key, an instrument that allowed me to significantly expand and strengthen my original creation. Due to this dual nature and connection to the Worldwound, the key was given the opportunity to obtain amazing powers. However, everything has a price. The Worldwound is linked to the key, but the key is also linked to the Worldwound and carries it in his soul like a deadly affliction. That's us. Is it? I think so. I think that's us. This affliction is indeed fatal. The duality of the soul grants amazing powers and primes the soul's owner for the transformation and for bestowing of incredible abilities. But this duality is also slowly killing the soul's owner. This is a problem I've yet to solve. Nice. I hope we don't read the whole thing again here. The first half of the Lexicon of Paradox lies before the commander, and that which we call a rift is in fact close to the complete opposite, a stitch or a tie. The secrets of the architect of the Worldwound laid bare, or the remains is to absorb them, make sense of them, grasp their true meaning. The letters written by the hand of Areelu Vorlesh appear to have life all their own. Of their own, I think. A moment's inattention and they begin to disperse, changing shape and moving toward the edge of the page, as though they are planning to leap off. It's kind of resisting to be read. Let's focus on the text, even though I'm kind of confused that it's the first part, and I mean we just obtained the second one. Logan focuses on the text. Logan Aldori's attention focuses on a couple of words that seem to have only just swapped places. The words freeze, as though they never moved at all. But out of the corner of his eye, the commander sees several words on the other side of the page begin a discreet game of leapfrog. Okay, we can just set it aside. Let's take that one. So, I mean, now we have both, right? Paradox. Well, I mean, I just say both as if there were just two parts. But I mean, it kind of sounded like there were just two parts, right? Let's use the second one. The letters written by the hand of Areelu Vorlesh appear to have a life all their own. Still of their own, I guess. The moments I read all of that. The commander lays the second part of the Lexicon of Paradox next to the first, and the movement of the letters becomes more intelligible. The lines of both parts now seem drawn to each other, straining to reunite and form new sentences. Oh, it's enchanted. He shows something else. Let's first focus on the text and then try to join them. Logan focuses on the text. Logan Aldori's attention focuses on a couple of words. We just read that as well with the first half. So, Logan joins the two halves of the Lexicon of Paradox. Logan Aldori brings the two halves of the Lexicon together, but nothing happens. No magic sparks, no extraordinary transformation. The Lexicon of Paradox remains in two ripped halves. All that remains is that the lines of text begin to move before his eyes. The letters of the two halves are striving to merge into words, but they cannot. Logan tries to compare the words of the lexicon's two halves to grasp their hidden meaning. Ah, nice. And quite the hard checks if we were not a bard. I mean, look at our modifiers. Soon, as the commander's thoughts turn to the lexicon's hidden meaning, the words begin to move faster before his eyes. The frenetic motion of the words brings to mind a wasp nest that has just been kicked. The words arrange themselves into sentences. The phrases begin to make sense, but it is a trap, a snare that will force the uninformed reader to set the book aside. The lexicon fights back against the commander's efforts as if issuing a challenge. Can Logan Aldori unravel the secret knowledge enciphered within it? Oh gosh, I hope we just have to do one and not all of them. Let's do Arcana because we have a low bonus of plus 51. Logan focuses on the analysis of the mythical powers which transformation bestows upon demons. The commander easily parses the calculation laid out by the architect of the Worldwound. The formulae on the lexicon's pages dwindle and bleed away, separating from the flurry of phrases. I think we have to do all of them, but let's just store the hard one. Focus on the calculations to determine the most convenient location to open a new rift in Socorus. The commander has in-depth knowledge of the territory of Old Socorus. This allows him to easily grasp the meaning of the lexicon's text. The words involved in this geographical description seem to lose interest and float away from the teeming swarm of phrases. Oh gosh, I hope we can do it. For this one we have to roll in 11, so it's like 50-50. And this one is like a guaranteed success. Logan focuses on the description of the anatomy of the mythic creatures. An uninformed reader might drown in the anatomical descriptions of the mythic creatures, but Logan Aldori easily isolates relevant phrases from the hive of words. As if realizing that their efforts are now moot, the decrypted phrases decamped from the frenetic flock of letters. Okay, wish Logan and me luck, and let's do the last one. I really wished you could, in Baldur's Gate 3, in dialogue, cast something to give me more bonuses, but oh well. Logan focuses on the description of the mystical properties of Demon Lord blood. Damn it, we failed. Ah. And we just failed, we rolled a 10. I hate it. The letters have completely intermingled before the commander's eyes. With a heavy sigh, Logan Aldori is forced to set the book aside. The Lexicon has won this round. And yet, the commander senses that his chosen method, decoding the Lexicon using his powers, was far from optimal. It is as if Areelu's book is still missing a page, the key that will gather up the swarm of letters, lay them out in intelligible phrases, and reveal the simplest path to understanding the truth. Ah, damn it. I just want to see if we can repeat it.
What's going on here?
So, here we go, here we go.
Here we go again.
And as we were just told, here we go again. But I would expect that you can't read it again. But to compare? Nope. Once failed, you have to find another way. Ah, it would have been so cool. And I mean, we are playing a bard. Ah, just because of our, well, not really bad, but well, just plus 29 modifier. Okay, there will be another way. Hopefully. Pile of sketches. The drawings depict fragments of various rituals that lead to the opening of rifts and portals. Books written in multiple languages. The titles can be translated, are dedicated to research into the nature of souls.
Let's see what we can do.
Wonder if we have something for the projector. I don't think so. Who is that? As you know, my dear addressee, given the scope of the plane's time as a relative concept, and in the abyss, it can be even more unreliable. Therefore, I do not allow myself the vain hope that my message will reach you in time. Who is that addressed to? Come on, continue. Can't press it forward. What's your message? Your final question was about the possibility of a complete awakening of the memories of a mortal life within a soul that has already passed through Pharasma's judgment. I will send you the research on all the cases of which I am aware where such an awakening took place. Interesting. So she kinda wants to get something or someone back? But who and how? Is there more text? Despite the fact that this list is quite extensive, my conclusion is that all such recorded cases are the rarest exceptions of the rule, and with the absolute majority of souls, an occurrence such as this cannot happen. Which is quite interesting, because I mean you have resurrection spells which can resurrect people, well, after their death. That's how resurrection works. But like then a soul moving on quickly can't be resurrected that fast, that long. Curious. Both the wonder and the tragedy of mortality lie in the fact that there's a certain moment after which the process is final and irreversible. The essence that departs the judgment of the Lady of Graves is no longer what it was in life, and we, as scientists, must account for this in the system of knowledge we are constructing. It kind of feels like Areelu just wants to try out the rules and borders of the universe and just try to mingle with them, and maybe it's just the classic to test the limit of my power. But she seems more layered than that. There has to be a reason why she does all the things. I don't think it's just scientific curiosity. I'm so disappointed about failing that skill check. Okay, let's go outside, go to the Nexus, swap teammates, and then let's go after Hafsimira. Does that sound like a plan? I think so. unfortunately, there's no teleporter here. Why not? Not very guest-friendly to not have a teleporter near the palace. Let's run. I mean, in the Upper City in general, there's just one teleporter. Oh well. Thanks for confirming. So... walking on corpses? What is walking on corpses? Just that we go to Colifere. Yeah, we're definitely not going to get the Lexicon of Paradox to Nocticula. We want that for ourselves and all the knowledge. Also, I think understanding the world wound definitely will help with closing it. And I mean, it's knowledge. Who would give it away? Okay, I don't... we should rest because I used up all the Inspire Courage. Because out of combat it just goes on and on and on. Yeah, let's stick with the Demon Slayer soup.
Darren, I can't understand why blood makes some mortals better than others. What do a person's origins have to do with their worth?
Some people's ancestors simply had sharper elbows and better luck than others. And they codified a system whereby they and their descendants would rule over everyone else. Not that I'm complaining, of course.
Very true about aristocracy, I think. And well...
I can handle it.
maybe it would be nice to go shopping for some food stuff. I don't know how long Colifere will go. Oh, lots of succubus guards. Nocticula definitely is honoring her part of the bargain. Bargain. No pain, no bargain. Yeah, I think that's our strike force. Good luck, everybody else. But that feels like we are slowly on the way to go back to Golarion. Well, after we kill Hefsimira.
Doubt is
Just
the
a
heart's greatest challenge.
minor challenge. Let's give Lan also one of the Midnight Balls. What? Balls? Are they gone? Didn't we have multiple of them? Huh? But we found so many of them. I was so sure when I put it in for Areelu that we had multiple of them. Is that a bug? Odd, right? And are they using their usable items automatically? Is that a bug? Do they use it? Oh gosh. Combat text. So many options, oh boy. Auto pause, dialogue settings, enemy based. I'm confused. I'm confused where my arrows went. Run.
Can't make the demons wait.
Very odd. Especially because they're so powerful. I want them. I don't want to lose them. Where are they? Also, now we have only just one part of the Lexicon of Paradox? Oh no, I think it's just because of the words. Yeah. We still have 2. Nice one. I'm so confused about the bowls. We'll look that up after stream. Have a look if it's actually a bug. Or if I'm just very much misremembering stuff. Even though, if it is a bug, not sure if I can solve it. We will see. I will see. I will see, then you will see, and then we will accept it. I kind of seem to be having luck in discovering bugs in games, if there are any bugs. I don't know why. But I mean, we definitely found... There has to be a bug. We definitely found more...
Are we in trouble yet?
We definitely found more than... Where is it?
I will.
Ah, she has it. Okay.
Always be ready for the worst.
We definitely found more than one. I mean, we just found one in the room over there.
Beautiful.
Oh well. Use the portal. You stand in front of the portal that will lead you to the airship's deck. This vessel will take you to Colifir, where you'll have to fight Baphomet's merciless daughter, Eftimira. Let's approach the portal. You have a long and dangerous journey ahead. There will be no turning back, and you will only be able to rely on yourself and your companions. Before departing on this deadly and dangerous mission, it would be wise to check your equipment meticulously and complete all unfinished business, because the opportunity to come back here may never appear again. Step into the portal and hope for the best.